Hey there, what's up? Ever been in a tight spot because you didn't know how to get around in English? That feeling of panic when Google Maps abandons you in the middle of nowhere. Knowing how to ask and give directions is crucial, and I know it can sometimes feel like a maze, right? But imagine the freedom of exploring any place without fear of getting lost. In today's video, I'm going to show you the secret to never getting lost again. I'll reveal the types of streets, the key prepositions, how to ask and give directions with clarity, all in a super easy to understand way. Get ready, because with Learn English Secrets, you're gonna unlock a superpower, the ability to get around anywhere in the world. And to not miss any secrets, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell. Master the streets and conquer the world. This is your chance to become a master of orientation. So, let's go! Understanding the challenge. Think about it. How many times have you found yourself going around in circles just because you couldn't explain properly where you wanted to go? Or worse, misunderstood the instructions and ended up on the other side of town. It happens in the best of families. Reflecting on these funny and sometimes not so funny situations shows us how crucial it is to communicate clearly and objectively when it comes to asking for or giving directions. Believe me, understanding this challenge is the first step to mastering the art of communicating in English on the streets. It's like a superpower that gives you more confidence to explore the world without fear of getting lost. Just imagine you in New York, London, or I don't know, San Francisco, asking for information like a native. Awesome, right? And it's not just about not getting lost, it's about avoiding stress. Nobody deserves to get nervous, sweating cold, trying to understand a scribbled map. Knowing the right vocabulary turns the urban experience into something light and fun. You'll be able to enjoy every corner of the city without worrying about getting lost or not being able to ask for help. And to top it off, our path today connects to understanding the types of streets. Seems silly, but knowing the difference between a street and an avenue makes all the difference when it comes to getting around and giving accurate information. It's like having an internal GPS, which makes you more secure and confident in the city. So, let's start this journey together? Types of streets. So, let's talk about streets. But hold on, it's not just street and that's it. In English, things get a little more specific, and it's important to know the difference between the terms road, street, avenue, lane, way, boulevard, and highway, so you can express yourself accurately and not become a meme out there. Each type of street has its own characteristics, such as the breadth of an avenue, which is usually wide and tree-lined, or the simplicity of a laneway, which can be a narrower and quieter little road. Understanding these differences avoids misunderstandings and helps you describe the urban environment clearly and efficiently. It's like you're painting a picture with words, and each term gives you the right color to use. That way, it's much easier for someone to visualize the place you're describing. This distinction facilitates communication when describing routes and identifying landmarks. For example, if you say, "The restaurant is on the corner of Main Street and Oak Avenue," the person will already have an idea of where to look, because they know that Main Street is the main street and Oak Avenue is an important avenue. So, had you ever stopped to think about these differences? If you know of any funny or confusing cases that have happened because of this, share them in the comments. I love hearing about your adventures with English out there. Knowing these categories already prepares the ground for us to delve into the use of location prepositions, which are the magic words that will help you say where things are. So, stay tuned, because the next part will be even more interesting. Prepositions of location. Ready to become a location expert? Prepositions of place are like the secret seasonings of communication. They are essential to define where something is, such as next to or in front of. Without them, we get lost, not knowing how to situate things in space. Precise terms such as between and on the corner of help to locate specific points in the urban space. Imagine that you need to find a store that is between a bank and a pharmacy. If you don't know how to use the preposition between, how are you going to explain that? This detailed language works like a verbal map, making it easier to find destinations. It's like you're giving precise coordinates for someone to find you. And the more precise you are, the easier it will be for the person to get to the right place, without going around unnecessarily. A correct choice of preposition ensures that the directions are understood without ambiguities. For example, saying the museum is on the street of the library can cause confusion because there may be several streets with that name. But if you say the museum is on the corner of Flower Street and Library Street, it becomes much clearer and more objective. This knowledge refines your skills to ask and guide routes safely. You will feel much more confident to ask for information and to help other people who are lost. And let's face it, helping someone find their way is one of the best feelings in the world, right? How to ask. Knowing how to ask for directions is as important as knowing how to give an answer. This step enhances your communication and transforms you into a master of the art of getting around anywhere. After all, we don't always know everything, and there's nothing wrong with asking for help. The important thing is to know how to do it the right way. General phrases, such as, "Is there a bank around here?" open space for a clear and objective conversation. It's a polite way to start a conversation and show that you need help. In addition, this question allows the person to give you additional information, such as, "Yes, there is a bank 2 blocks from here." Specific questions, such as, "Where is the library?" demonstrate knowledge and curiosity. It's like you're showing that you've already researched a little about the place, but need confirmation. And people usually like to help those who are interested. Indirect structures, such as, "Do you know where the post office is?" add a polite tone to the inquiries. This way of asking is more gentle and shows that you are respecting the person's time and attention. And let's face it, being polite is never too much, right? This approach already prepares you to build detailed answers and instructions, establishing a connection with precise directions. The more you practice the questions, the easier it becomes to understand the answers and transform them into a clear and efficient script. It's like you're putting together a puzzle, where each question gives you an important piece. Basic expressions. We've reached the crucial point. The basic expressions that will save you in any situation. Expressions such as "go straight ahead," "turn left," and "turn right" are the seeds for effective communication. They are like the commands of a video game, which guide you along the right path. These short and direct phrases help to guide without leaving room for doubt in the midst of the urban environment. Imagine trying to explain a route using long and complicated phrases. The person would get lost in the middle of your words. Therefore, simplicity is the key to success. Each command has simplicity and objectivity, facilitating both understanding and memorization. The simpler the phrase, the easier it is to remember and use at the right time. It's like you're creating a shortcut in your brain to access the information quickly. The combination of these terms makes the instructions direct and, at the same time, simple to apply. You can combine "go straight ahead" with "turn left" to create a complete and easy-to-follow route. And the more you practice, the more natural this combination becomes. This linguistic clarity creates a natural transition to more detailed instructions in intersection situations. When you master the basic expressions, it becomes much easier to explain what to do at an intersection, a roundabout, or any other decision point. It's like you're building a bridge, which takes you from one place to another safely and confidently. So, are you enjoying learning these English secrets? If this content has already helped you to clarify your ideas and has made you more confident to venture out there, then don't waste time and give that smart like to the video. That way, you show me that you're enjoying it and encourage me to bring even more incredible tips for you. Guiding with clarity. You know, guiding someone with clarity is almost like guiding a lost friend on an adventure through the city. We start with the basics, with the commands that are like the north and south of our mental map. Go straight ahead and turn left-right. Seems simple, right? And it is. But the magic is in how we use these phrases to build a path that makes sense to those who are listening to us. Imagine you're explaining to someone how to get to that new coffee shop that opened near your house. You're not just going to throw a bunch of random directions, right? You're going to start with a landmark, something that the person already knows. And from there, you're going to guide them step by step. Go straight ahead on this street for 2 blocks, and then when you get to the corner, turn left. It's like putting together a puzzle, each piece in its place, until the person reaches the final destination. And the best part is that the more you practice, the more natural it becomes. Start with simple situations, such as explaining the way from your house to the supermarket, and gradually increase the complexity. Try using an online map to simulate different routes and practice the directions out loud. At first, it may seem a little strange, but over time, you'll get the hang of it, and the words will flow more and more naturally. And remember, the key is clarity. Use short and direct phrases, avoid ambiguities, and repeat the important information to ensure that the person understood everything correctly. With a little practice, you'll become a master in the art of guiding, turning even the most complicated routes into peaceful walks. So, are you ready to guide your friends in English? Facing crossroads. Facing crossroads in English is like leveling up in a video game, you know? Suddenly, the game gets a little more challenging, and you need new skills to continue advancing. Forget for a moment the straight streets and the simple paths. Now the deal is roundabout, intersection, a bunch of options, and signs everywhere. But don't freak out. With the right vocabulary and a little practice, you'll master this part of the game quickly. The key to doing well at Crossroads is to be as specific as possible. Instead of simply saying, "turn at the next street," you need clear instructions on which exit the person should take. Take the first exit, take the second exit, take the third exit. Seems obvious, but this simple information can make all the difference between reaching the right destination or taking an unnecessary detour. And don't forget to use ordinal numbers to make everything even clearer. Take the first street on your right, take the second street on your left. Another important tip is to pay attention to traffic signs and street signs. They can give you valuable clues about which way to go. And if you're driving, don't forget to use your turn signals to indicate your intentions. This helps other drivers understand what you're going to do and avoids accidents. So, are you ready to face the crossroads head-on? With a little practice and the right tips, you'll feel much more confident when driving or walking through an unknown city. Remember that the key is clarity and precision. The more specific you are, the easier it will be for other people to understand your directions. So, take a deep breath, stay calm, and keep moving forward. Fusing landmarks. You know when you're trying to explain to someone where a place is, but the person has no idea what street you're talking about? That's where landmarks come in, our old friends who help us locate things in space. Think about it. It's much easier for someone to understand where a restaurant is if you say it's near the post office or between the park and the school, right? These landmarks function as signposts, as if they were small anchors that hold the information in the mind of the person who is listening. And the best of all is that you can use practically anything as a landmark, as long as it is something relatively well-known and easy to identify. It can be a famous building, a popular store, a historical monument, or even a large and eye-catching tree. The important thing is to choose something that is relevant to the person you are talking to, and that helps to locate them in space. In addition, using landmarks makes communication much more human and accessible. Instead of simply dumping a bunch of street names and numbers, you're creating a mental image in the person's head, helping them to visualize the path more clearly. And that makes all the difference when navigating an unfamiliar city. But look, have you ever stopped to think about how we use landmarks all the time, even without realizing it? Like when you say that you live near the bakery, or that your work is 2 blocks from the mall. You're using landmarks to give an idea of location. It's such a powerful tool that we don't even realize how much it facilitates our lives. So, what was the most unusual landmark you've ever used to explain where a place was? Tell us in the comments. I'm curious to know. Finalizing the way. Reaching the end of the way is like putting the cherry on the cake, you know? You've already given all the directions. You've already used landmarks. You've already avoided obstacles. And now you just need to make sure that the person will find the right destination without making mistakes. And for that, it's essential to finalize the instruction with clarity and precision. The first thing to do is to confirm the exact location where the person should go. Use terms like on the left or on the right to indicate on which side of the street the destination is located. If it's a building, say the number and the name of the street. If it's a store, mention the name and the products it sells. The more details you provide, the less chance the person has of getting lost. Another important tip is to use landmarks close to the final destination. If the place is on the corner of 2 well-known streets, say, on the corner of. If it's between 2 landmarks, say, between. These final details help the person to confirm that they are on the right track and prevent them from confusing it with other similar places. And remember, safety is paramount. If you're giving directions to someone who is driving, ask the person to park in a safe location before starting to follow the instructions. This avoids accidents and ensures that the person can concentrate on your directions. In addition, be patient and be willing to repeat the instructions as many times as necessary. Not everyone has the same ease in understanding directions, and some people may need more time to process the information. The important thing is to remain calm and transmit confidence, showing that you are there to help. So, are you prepared to finalize the way with mastery? With a little practice and the right tips, you'll become a first-rate tour guide, capable of taking anyone to the desired destination without hassles. Remember that the key is clarity, precision, and patience. With these ingredients, success is guaranteed. Applying in practice. The moment of truth has arrived, my friend. It's time to take all this knowledge that we've accumulated and put it into practice. Test our skills and see if we've really learned how to get around in English when it comes to giving and asking for directions. And the best way to do that is, without a doubt, by simulating real situations. Think of a route that you do frequently, like the way from your house to work, or from a friend's house to the cinema. Now try to describe this route in English, using all the vocabulary and expressions that we learned throughout this video. Start with the starting point, give the directions step by step, use landmarks to locate the person in space, and finish with the confirmation of the final destination. If you're feeling confident, you can even record a video of yourself making this description and watch it whenever you want. Another cool idea is to practice with a friend or family member. Ask the person to pretend that they are lost and need your help to find a certain place. Use a map of your city or an online map to create different scenarios and challenge your communication skills. And don't forget to vary the situations. Instead of always giving the directions, ask the person to give the directions to you. That way you can practice your listening comprehension and learn new ways to express the same ideas. And most importantly of all, don't be afraid to make mistakes. The mistake is part of the learning process, and it is through it that we can identify our weaknesses and seek ways to improve. So, if you feel insecure or make a mistake, don't be discouraged. Use it as a learning experience and keep practicing. Over time, you will feel more and more confident and fluent in English, and you will realize that you are able to handle any situation anywhere in the world. Conclusion. Hey, all good? We managed to unravel the secrets of how to get around in English. Now getting lost will be almost impossible, right? But hey, don't forget to put everything you've learned into practice, huh? And if this video gave you a north and helped you to clarify your ideas, slam your finger on the like to strengthen the channel and show me that you're enjoying it. And if you're not yet part of our class, run there and subscribe so you don't miss any English secrets. And as usual, let's test your ears and see if you caught everything correctly. Write down today's secret phrase. In order not to get lost, I need to turn to. So, what is your suggestion to complete this phrase? Unleash your creativity and write in the comments what you understood from today's class. I want to see the most creative answers, huh? With Learn English Secrets, the world gets closer and communication gets easier. Stay dedicated and continue exploring the Learn English Secrets with this video or this playlist right here. See you in the next video.